You want to hear something crazy? I went on more dates in 1 month of approaching women than I did in 3 years of using dating apps, which is exciting, but also very sad. I just feel for our entire generation of men. A lot of Gen Z guys are lonely. So many guys are stuck on dating apps and they're not getting any matches, and they just think that it's like the only option, really. The biggest reason is that I personally believe that social media just like fucked us up, dude. It made Gen Z guys question whether or not expressing our interest in a woman was even allowed. Like with dating apps, it's kind of obvious, right? Like you guys both match with each other, so it's this more mutual thing. But like if you see a cute girl at the grocery store, like are you allowed to go say hi to her? Like are you allowed to walk up to her and say, "Hey, like thought you were cute, want to say what's up?" Or is that like a predatory creepy thing to do, you know? I just think a lot of young men are like scared because they don't even know if that's allowed. And a few years ago, like I was legit the exact same way. I'm super comfortable approaching women now, but I'm 25 right now. And then I started approaching women when I was like 23 and I deleted all my dating apps and I was like, fuck it. Like I'm going to meet women and I'm going to just do it by approaching them in real life. And I was probably sort of where you are right now. I had an average profile on dating apps and I wasn't getting any matches. Like I said, I literally, and this is not a joke, I literally spent 3 years on dating apps and I only went on two dates from it the entire 3 years. And one of those girls ended up being my girlfriend or my ex. We dated for about 2 years, but that's like an awful ratio. That's like a really bad ratio to just like be on dating apps for 3 years and only get 2 dates out of it is just pretty pathetic. But after me and my ex broke up, I was back on dating apps and I was like lonely again. And I was like, man, like this can't be the solution. Like this is awful. So I started watching tons of videos on YouTube about how to approach women because honestly, I just like wanted to have a fun dating life. And like on an internal level, I was like, why am I so fucking lonely? Like I'm a guy in his 20s. This is my sexual prime. Like I need to figure this out. So I'd watch YouTube and I'd be on like WikiHow and r slash seduction and Quora, which those are like dark places for a guy to be in. Like if you're on WikiHow, like look it up like how to talk to girls. That is a dark place for a guy to be in. But I've been there and r slash seduction too. Like I don't know if you've checked it out, but just don't go there, dude. It's mostly guys that like have never approached a girl and it'll be like, they're just making it overcomplicated, which is the exact opposite of what I'm trying to do in this video and as well as when I work with guys one on one. But yeah, I'd like be on those websites just trying to fucking like figure it out. One day I just got like really tired of overthinking and I just went for it and I walked up to a woman at Forever 21 and it actually turned out really well. Like the conversation went really great and I actually went on a date with that girl and I think like a week or two later. And that was just really exciting. I was like, damn, like my first approach led to a date, which is really cool. But yeah, that was like probably my biggest fear early on was like, is this okay to do? Like, am I allowed to be doing this? Am I gonna get canceled for this? Or like, am I gonna get called a predator or some shit, like creepy or something? And after a few years of doing this and doing it a lot, like hundreds of times probably by this point, I could for sure say that not only is it okay to do, but it's also like the best way to meet women. It actually kind of surprised me, but for a lot of women, it's like a breath of fresh air to like have a guy approach them and be respectful and confident and look them in the eyes and have like a conversation with them and stuff. And it's just sort of a breath of fresh air. Like a lot of guys don't do that, and it's just like a cuter way for them to like meet a guy. It's like something that they'd want to tell their friends. Like, yeah, like this guy like walked up to me at the cafe today or something. Another big fear that I had when I first started, I remember it was like not being sure what to say because I thought I had to be cool. Like I thought I had to say a cool thing. And I was like, what if I'm not capable of like saying something cool or like just being cool in general? So I was like really worried. I was like, what's the first thing that I should say to a girl? Like what's the line that I could say that's like flirty and cool and just like super confident and alpha? And I think it's also like really confusing for a lot of guys, like that whole concept of like being cool because of social media. Like a lot of the videos surrounding this topic are kind of like these viral type of videos that it's like a guy on campus at like some college campus being like having some cheesy pickup line or something where it'll be like a guy who walks up to a girl and he's like, what would you rate me out of 10? And it's like this like flirty kind of like interview type of thing. And I'd always watch those and I'd be like, is that what you do? Like that just seems so like inauthentic and like not organic at all. Like I didn't want to be fake. I didn't want to talk like some fucking TikTok influencer. I didn't want to be this emotionally unavailable, like, you know, alpha male wannabe type of guy. Like I'm sure you've seen those guys on YouTube that are like, they say that you're supposed to like be disrespectful to women or like mistreat women in order for them to like you. That all seemed so insane to me. And I was like, that can't be the way. But like that was like the only thing that I was really seeing on YouTube. So I would just like be myself. I was like, fuck that. Like I'm just gonna do what feels good to me and just be honest and be vulnerable. And I would walk up to women and just be like, hey, I thought you were really cute. I want to say what's up. Here's a couple examples. Hello, you speak English?
Yeah.
Where are you from?
Serbia.
Serbia. I thought you were cute. I just want to say hi.
Oh.
Yeah. Can you talk more? Do you have a Serbian accent? Or?
When I speak English?
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay, a little bit.
Probably.
Yeah. No, but you speak very like, I don't know,
How?
fluently. Very fluent. Oh shit.
I live in London now.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Hi, this is random. I was across the street and I saw you. I thought you were really cute. I just wanted to say hi.
Thank you. That's
Yeah,
nice.
I dodged traffic to come say hi to you. Excuse me. Hi, this is random. I think you're cute. I just want to say hi. You have nice eyes. What are you up to?
Just waiting for a friend.
Like, as you could see, that's all you need to start a conversation. And that was like a huge realization for me because I was like, okay, cool. I don't need to be this fake guy to talk to girls. Like, I could just be myself and be honest and just connect with them that way. And they appreciate that. Now, typically, like if I see a girl I like, I'll just say like if I see a girl on the sidewalk or something, I'll just say, hey, excuse me, this is random, but I just saw you. I thought you were cute. Wanted to come say hi. And I'm not saying you need to say that exactly like word for word, but you do need to tell the girl that she's cute. Mainly because when you're talking to a girl, the first thing she's thinking as soon as you walk up to her is, okay, what does this guy want from me? If somebody walked up to you randomly on the street, the first thing you'd be thinking about is like, okay, what does this person want from me? Like, is he a homeless person trying to, you know, ask me for money? Like, do I need to kind of watch out a little bit? Do I need to protect myself? Is this like a sales guy type of person who's going to ask me to like sign a form? Like most of the time when somebody approaches you on the street, it's not because they think you're cute. So your defenses are typically up. And for women, it's the same thing. It's like there's a lot of crazy guys out there too that like will be disrespectful. So they kind of need to keep their guard up. So you want to clarify immediately why you're talking to her, which is that you think she's cute. And I also think the word cute is like the best word to say. That's personally, I just prefer it over like beautiful or gorgeous or stunning because I just feel like that's like a little bit too much. And, you know, saying like you look good to me seems a little bit too, I don't know, sleazy. So I just say cute. I think that's like a nice word to say. But again, do tell her that you think she's cute within like the first few seconds of talking to her, honestly, just so that you establish immediately why you're talking to her. Because if you don't do that, it's just going to be awkward. Like, there's this guy that I've been helping out one-on-one. And when he came to me for help, he had already done a few approaches in his life. And I asked him, like, what has he done before? Like, how did the conversations go? And he had no success with it. And I asked him, like, what would he say? Like, what was his opening line? He would like walk up to a girl and be like, hey, like, I like your vibe or I like your energy. Or he would like walk up to a group of girls like at a table and be like, hey, I just noticed you guys from over there and I just like love your vibe. I love your energy, like something like that. And it would just be kind of cringe. Like that wasn't who he was naturally. Like he wasn't this like cool, like hipster, like energy vibe guy. He was just like a regular dude who was trying to like kind of fake being cool, like fake this persona. And girls immediately like cut through the bullshit. Like they see that you're bullshitting and it's just kind of cringe. Like that's it. That's why awkward and cringe moments happen is when you're trying to be somebody that you're not and immediately like a girl could tell that you're not actually that person. But again, he was like trying to be cool. Like, right? Like he probably heard that line in some like viral TikTok thing or somewhere, like he probably read it somewhere and was like, ooh, okay, like that's a cool thing to say, but that wasn't who he naturally was, you know? And he wasn't getting any success from approaching women because he would always start kind of indirectly like, I like your shoes, I like your outfit, or, you know, I like your energy, I like your vibe. And I went out with him one day on this like private one-on-one session. And I was like, dude, just like walk up to girls and say that you think they're cute. Just like, hey, I think you're cute. Want to come say hi. And he did that. And the reactions from the girls were so much better, and which made him feel a lot better. And he did like a few approaches that day. And the one that he felt most confident about, the girl actually had a boyfriend, but he felt really good. Like when she, you know, rejected him or whatever, like he was like, hey, I think you're cute. Want to come say hi. And she was like, oh, thank you so much. I have a boyfriend though, but thank you. And it just made him feel good. And the big part of that was because he was being himself. Like he was being his authentic self and he expressed that, which feels so much better than like trying to be this fake person. So again, like you want to get that out of the way. Like you want to tell the girl that you think she's cute, but do it in a way that feels comfortable and natural to you. But yeah, man, it's doing this the last like 2-3 years of my life has been a life changing thing that I've been doing. Like approaching women, getting off dating apps. It just makes you realize that the world isn't what social media says it is. I genuinely believe that. Like social media is not a reflection of the world. Is there's just like a really loud minority on there. And social media made me question whether or not it was okay to even approach women in real life. Like I thought that it was predatory and weird and creepy, and I would get canceled or some shit. But again, doing this for like 2 years now, it's been amazing like how many women have been like really receptive to it, and it honestly has just given me hope for the future that it's not all doom and gloom. That yeah, there's like a lot of people out here that just want a real human connection, and it's not all about social media and technology and Snapchat and Instagram and dating apps and Hinge, Tinder, all that stuff. Like so many people are on those dating apps, and it just seems so cold and lonely. And if it's working well for you, like dating apps and again Tinder, like, and you're getting matches with attractive girl or girls that you find attractive, and it's you're having fun doing that, then dude, by all means go for it, right? But there's so many men that it just doesn't work for them, and I was one of those guys where again, within the span of 3 years, I went on 2 dates, which is just, bro, that's so sad, man. And I literally, from approaching, I've gone on like 2, 3 dates in 1 week. So it's just a mind fuck how much better it is, right? But it's like for some reason we're like programmed to believe that like it's wrong to do. But then once you actually start doing it, again, doing it. Like all I mean is just like walking up to a girl and saying hi to her. Like it's not that crazy. It's not like some underground like secret alternative fucking thing. It's just no, like you're just being a human being. Like you're walking up to a woman and saying, "Hey, I thought you were cute. Sorry from over there. What's up?" Um, Very human, spontaneous, just natural, fun thing to do. And once you start doing it, the world just opens up for you, honestly. Like you just go on more dates, you meet better women, in my opinion, like the quality of women that are open to being approached and going on this like spontaneous adventure, like this spontaneous date with a guy that just approached them like that. Like they're adventurous and cool, and they're also kind of aware of how dating apps are bad. And there's, by the way, there's so many women that I've met in person, and I asked them, I was like, have you ever used dating apps? And they were like, no, never. So it's like there's so many amazing women that you're not even gonna ever meet on dating apps. How would I have met her if it wasn't for approaching her, just saying hi to her in person, Social media, dating apps, it kind of paints this picture that everyone's on dating apps, every girl in the world's on dating apps. And you'd be surprised, man. There's actually a lot of women that are not on dating apps. They don't use that shit. And they don't even really use social media that much. And it's it's just I feel so much more relaxed now in the world. And if I get rejected or something, like I just feel so chill about it. Cause I'm like, it's fine. Like she's just a girl that like is on dating apps. Like she's that type of girl, and she isn't interested in guys approaching her. And maybe she's just not interested in me. Who knows? But there's tons of women that are, interested. And I know that, for you as well, that like you will have that same realization because there's so many different types of women too. Like that's approaching women has made me realize that like you can't just put women all in one box. Like there's just so many different types of women, personalities and backgrounds and character traits and beliefs and values. And yeah, like everyone's really diverse and interesting. And if you, the only way to meet them is just by walking up to them and talking to them. So if you feel like you're not getting what you want out of dating apps, and that's just a sign, bro. Like this, it's not for you. You're not meant to be lonely as fuck in your 20s. Like genuinely, like there's so many amazing women out there around your age that are down to go on dates and meet you. If you're tired of the dating apps, if you're tired of the loneliness and you want to experience the world for what it really is, then I highly recommend you book a call with me. I really want you to get better at this and give you specifically you tailored advice in your life and how you could take this next step. Like how could you grow in this area of your life? Because like the framework for getting better at this is kind of the same, but also everyone's different, right? Everyone has different starting points and backgrounds and limiting beliefs and fears and all that stuff. Like all that stuff matters. So I want to help you. So you could book a call with me down below. I'm also building a community of like-minded men that are interested in exactly what I'm talking about here, getting rid of dating apps, approaching women in real life, and living a more exciting, spontaneous lifestyle. The link to that is also below. And that's it. I'll see you guys next time.